now I put this thing in right there just for easiest way. Now start. Now I was tend to do it with any one red layer, and then we select there that, and then let me set with this wire symbol and then place in there, and once it's complete it will not go there, so I stop there, and then with this wire symbol which is a 2 volt symbol in air, and then with the blue line to this symbol wire symbol to pin. In case what happening is there, so there are 2 volt symbols, so later we can all in the board and then solder a bridge one and to other end, solder it. Now we can see it's connected. Make sure they are wire will, this symbol will properly align them with 2 poles like that. Now what we can do, we can same process repeats with other wires. So it start, let me click there, and this wire will goes into there, pass to red and stop by this blue, and then I that wire symbol in here, and then we use that 2 volt symbol to the there the main terminal, and this time this that will not connect there, so I put properly will connect here. Once I select a main layer, because I not other layer. Now what we can do same thing, repeat with all left out terminals. So this time I'm still using blue bottom layout because there are, and these are this that with blue bottom layer, and then first go somewhere there and we place a drain tool there, 2 volt terminal there, and then we put red that top that there, to there, and then we put again 2 volt up, because this time there are one more at the line 2 volt, and then put again blue this to its number right there. Make sure it go properly by put this in little bit in the hole. Now this way we try the other last one and little bit seen after. So what I can do first is this few threads, because right now I little bit changed little configuration, so that's why I place this jack here and then place this capacitor in same direction of this, and then also want to put this in little bit top, and then we put this thing into a middle in there, and what is next is to take these tracks and little bit made a space so it won't be touching to this, and once it's done we make sure there's no anything. place like there. Now align them. Now this one main that will be shot, which we see in. So what I do, first draw in light gear and then repeat this process. First I put anyone turn, so I put top layer, I to there after I see, and then similar with bottom layer to this time my bit I'm thinking you also need to put a top layer again, because this time there are already one bottom layer place which can light these layers, so put there and again put there and then same red top layer put there. Now this time something I need to check. This time I also put a red layer top layer to there to and line. Now these to these, and there are some points which I later need to check. This time I use bottom layer to draw this point to line in here. Now left these jets and also this point. So this time I also need to choose these line because it will not shot in here. Now I put this and it's placed somewhere in here. Put this backward, it will won't shot, and then take any one layer and draw line this point to this point. And now we are seeing there are one more lines which is this that those there and then it's those there. So what I can do first, make sure it's those. Make sure which side is connected. Double check which side is connected. It's not there. That's that which side is connected is. So it's not positive after there. So for this time it's automatically takes a line there. So I place this unit in somewhere there. Now what I can do with it, fit this stats little bit more, because right now I fit this bot in same direction, in same close to each the main terminal. Now it is up red, because this time if I use a blue one right there, that one, because if that one I not choose there, so I choose that one in there, which is this test the top layer. In this test it that's there were two right of bottom layer. If you use bottom layer it will not work at all, so we need a top layer. So top layer I'm using here, instead we using up right there. And now make sure it's anything is connected. No, anything point is left out. Now one thing I'm seeing set to there, because I'm set this thing in middle of there, because I will may not make a jump across it. So what I also tend to instead of moving this, we delete some nodes and directly line pass through there of a main point. Instead we bending it. Now it's one safe, and then it go back remaining one track, which is last track is left, which is air. If you pre use pre-made assembled PCBs, that stays it is already used pre-assembled these all two holes, so you not need to insert three holes separately. So you can see it's close to there, that line. Now put node, I mean two hole, which is placed there, starting with there. Layer this side first. Which terminal? Keep in mind these terminals used. First try that side. I put actually put the top layer, so put the bottom layer and start there, click there and pass through it there to this top layer, click there and then close there, because this time we need to add on a two hole, which can do top layer and then this top layer do to the bottom layer. So there are quite a shift. So now choose the add layer top and then the line top layer here, which will pass there, and then it will stop and make sure which wire is my thumb. So my that is thumb there. So and I join this track to there. So there are two red tracks. So if I use a black track, so then there is also cross a blue. So I put select blue line there, and then put this start with two all there. Select this line double, select this point, and then it's not with proper way there, with there, and then those close to this bottom here, so it will pass to ahead. So right there. So it will this time there tiny little bit. I also put a node I mean this two all in there, because which knows there are two I'll be joining. Now I put this thing in little bit side middle, because it will not short touch close them, and you can see it look like that. Now what I can do, we can save them and make sure there's no anything is short in here proper way, no gap is left, meaning no any gap or no any mistake I is first have to double check anything is fine, then it's those are main process, which process known as final process. It looks almost fine. Now I set the board size, because board handle, because this board handle I'm thinking they are little bit curved, not totally straight, so that's why I try to totally straight this thing. Right, I think it is enough to straight. And now what we also put a little bit straight with this side. If you double click, it can delete all the nodes, so that's why it may a problem, but don't worry, it will not. This pressing, let me these times this to turn out to back. Now what we tend to do, we mean more professional now put our main part, which is topper. Topper. This time you can see flat JAND or VCC LED or something like that. But in my case, I pull this thing in the bottom portion to a round portion. So I put a round because chassis always bottom layer is always round. Topper area, topper area, round, and then place topper area in air. Board, I mean one shot. So I set this in a small portion, small size, and now I pull same recipe there. Let me put there and then draw a line in 4 tolerance like there, and then videos there, and then videos in air. Once it's done, and then lastly click there, and also click there. Now it's click there, and then it shows the all below. Now I'm little bit try to zoom this thing and make sure these are portions is those who are round giant portion. Now I in the same way what we can do back, and remaining half portion we need to again make a topper. Now those you can see the remaining half portion I will the red layer, and then I also save them. Now it's time to test them. I mean final one. If you need to make out your PCB at home, then you can export in PDF, and we export with top layer, bottom layer, which layer you can select them. You can select all the layers in there, and then it's exported, and then it comes for like that. Then you can print it and use it for your circuit board. It's homemade. If you are at the same time, I also get a 3D view. After making this board look like that, so you may know little bit of idea about this, how this PCB is looking after making. And these are PCB